Dun 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 dun. Just I wanted to get the morning started strong there. I wanted to get into it, right? Just get into it. Let's go. Oh, what's good? What's good, boys and girls? Boys and girls, how are you? What's the name of the game today? What are we looking at? What we got going on here? Oh, wow. That really changed a lot of things there. I was trying to configure my scanner here. 50, how many? 0, 0. That's 5 million. Okay, we need 50 million. 50 million. Hey. What's good? What's good? I don't know. Why is this thing behind me so bright? Where's this? It's over here? Where's this at? It's over here? Hold on one second. BRB. BRB! Can't deal with this. Can't deal with this lighting. Can't deal with being the entertainment, being the lighting director, everything. Is this still bad? Am I back? All right, I'm back. Lighting's good now. Gotta make sure I look good here on YouTube. Get ready to go live here any minute. Everyone's gonna tune in. Wait. Oh shit, we're already live. Screwed that one up. All right, okay. What's good? This morning we got a couple stocks, hot stocks. We got hot stocks like hot and fresh donuts, like Krispy Kreme donuts. Y'all, I had an argument earlier. Somebody was talking, trying to tell me that Krispy Kreme donuts is bigger than Dunkin' Donuts. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know if I can agree with that. What do you guys think? Krispy Kreme donuts, Dunkin' Donuts? I mean, trust me, I don't go to Dunkin' Donuts for the donuts. I go for the coffee. But in general, I'm not sure that Krispy Kreme is even in the same class as Dunkin' Donuts at this point. All right. So, let's pull some charts here. Let's look at what stocks are hot. We got 87 people watching right now. We got to get at least 100 people watching before I even spend any amount of time talking about what stocks are hot today. So, let's go. It's 8:36 in the morning here Eastern. We're live from the New York Stock Exchange in New York City. This is my kingdom. Woo! 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 Maybe I shouldn't go and drink a whole coffee before the live stream. Because I'm jacked to the tits. I'm jacked to the tits right now. I'm jacked to the tits. Mark, GPT, ZGNX, you made money? I like it. All right, we got 100 people watching. Let's go. All right. OPGN, hot one this morning. Check it out. Looks like had a nice little move. I hate when this happens. Sometimes you get these weird candles that paint on the chart. Like, these aren't real candles. So the stock did not go from $3 down there to $2. That's just like old prints going through, I guess. I don't know why DOS Trader does that sometimes. I wish there was like a way to refresh. Is there a way to refresh the chart? Can you do that? Like, no, I guess, I don't know. Have you guys ever noticed that sometimes you get these weird candles on DOS Trader? Sometimes I've seen them on other platforms as well, where you just get these weird prints or these weird candles. But these aren't like actual candles. The stock, like I said, never went to $2. But you can see OPGN this morning. What's the news? What's going on? What's hot right now? What's hot right now? I'm not even on there anymore. There I am. I'm back. Man, I really need I I need a assistant here for these live streams. I need someone just, you know, popping off over here, helping me out sometimes, you know? Why does the lighting change? Like every day it's like a different story with this lighting sometimes. I thought they were black market orders. Definitely not black market orders. Yeah, that's dark pool maybe, not black market. There's no black market. Oh gosh. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, boys. OPGN, like I said, this morning it's hot. What is the news on this stock? Let's pull up the news here. OPGN. OPGN here. It's got 15 million shares in the float. We got an 11% short float. Got an 11% short float here. The news this morning on OPGN, soaring penny stock alert. Oh yeah, baby. They're pumping it. Here, OPGN stock soars after Curtis's sub obtained CE mark certification. So basically, I think CE is like a kind of like I forgot what the name of it is, but it's good, right? I think CE means it's good, right? It's like a good qualification. So this is talking about the COVID test. Here, I guess OPGN has a COVID test. And it's up 57% so far. 15 million shares traded. Not bad, not bad. Not bad, not bad. Oh. Hey, Dimitri, don't come in here and talk shit and then delete your shit talking. Don't do that. Bring on the shit talking, but leave it in the chat so that everybody can see how stupid you are. You know? I hate when people do that. COVID baby test? Yes. The UL is like the CE certification, basically. I forgot. I used to know more about biotechs back in the day when I used to spend time. You know, I used to spend time worrying about biotechs, but now I stopped caring about biotechs. OPGN up there to $3.40. Looking at the daily chart. Let's look at the daily chart. Let's see what's going on with the bigger picture. You know? Let's see what's going on with the bigger picture here. Looks like we got a high back there. This stock's been bounced around. Back there, beginning of August on the 7th. Had a high at 444. Also got a little high on this candle at 376. So 376 being our next resistance. And then look at all that selling pressure there above $4. A lot of selling pressure there. So you gotta be careful on this one. You gotta be careful. Tim, what's good? Good morning. Morning. Girls on the streets of the world. That's a new username. Okay. I always laugh because people probably watch the stream, right? They watch the stream and then they watch it after the fact and they can't see your guys. Can they see the comments? I think they maybe can see the comments, but a lot of people don't see the comments and they're probably like wondering like, what? Who's he talking to? What's he even talking about? Who are these people? You know? Let's look at the top stock movers today. Jimmy, where we at? What are we looking at? Futures, 55. We're at that pivot point. Futures this morning. The market, actually a little red today. Market's a little red today. Also news coming out. What was the news today? Investing. Let me go check out. Some news came out this morning about initial jobless claims. So this is not good. Unexpectedly, initial jobless claims have rose. Look at this, all right? So the initial jobless claims unexpectedly rose today. And, the number of Americans applying for unemployment benefits unexpectedly increased to 1.6 million last week, adding to fears that the recovery in the labor market is stalling. Uh-oh. Could this be the end of the COVID pump? We'll see. Right now, the SPY pulling back there. It's red on the day pre-market so far. And then what else we got going on? Looking at what stocks are hot right now. OPGN is on top of the gapper list right now. We've also got a couple other stocks, XELB, KZIA. KZIA has got 1.3 million shares traded. ANTE is the next one on the list. Oh, you don't want to hear what I say when I turn around, Cass, man. You don't want to know what I'm saying when I'm turning around, because it's not good. It's inappropriate. Inappropriate for people of all ages. XELB popping up this morning and then selling off right now, back down there to $1. This was after hours yesterday, up there to $1.30, and then today not getting any pump there. Not getting any pump there. Not getting any pump there. What else we got? KZIA yesterday after hours, really late, or I guess, yeah, not after hours yesterday, popping up there to $9 and pulling back down there to $7.20 now. What's going on with that one? KZIA got 6.1 million shares in the float. 6.1 million shares in the float. And the news, I guess, is it's an ovarian cancer reporting massive growth. I'm not really seeing like exact news for this stock. So this stock is up 21% on accelerated review tag for lead drug. So it got fast track. Okay, so KZIA got a fast track status from the FDA. Always, it's good news, but it's not amazing news. It's good news, but it's not amazing news. It's not like, it's not approval. It's not, it's interesting news. I would say that it's interesting news is the way to look at it for KZIA here. So, brain cancer. How many people have brain cancer? Like, how big is brain cancer? Not like, I'm not just wondering. I'm just asking. Anybody out there a brain cancer doctor? How many people get brain cancer? Let me just Google it really quick. How many people get brain? I might have brain cancer. My brain, it's just too big sometimes. Look at this. Over 700,000 Americans are living with a brain tumor today. Nearly 80,000 people will be diagnosed with a primary brain tumor, a tumor that begins in the brain rather than spreading to the brain, but from somewhere else. Yeah, brain cancer that's a lot of 700,000 people is a lot of people. I guess, do people have tumors in their brains and they don't even know about it? Uh-oh. This brain cancer stuff, it's getting a little scarier than I thought it. I wasn't very worried about it for a minute, but then I'm kind of worried about it, honestly. I might need to go get my brain checked. I got a big brain. There might be a lot of room up there for a tumor to be growing. I didn't use big. I just went to the search bar and it came up. I didn't click big. It just came up. This is that. So I use an Apple computer I use a Mac for editing and stuff, but for my trading computer I use a PC because DOS Trader. Yeah. That's look. Wait. See when I pull this up, and I search for anything, I mean, day trading, like big search. I didn't even know people still use big search. That's funny. Let's see what the top videos come up when you type in day trading. Hey, day trading. There we go, boys. Patrick Wieland, #1 on the Bing search results. On the Bing search results. That's funny. Okay, let's stay focused here. No, we're still here, don't worry. There we go. All right, so the gapper list this morning. Again, we got OPGN. We've already talked about that one. We got XELB, ANTE. It's got 10 million shares on the flow. It's up 30%. Have we looked at that one yet? Did we look at the ANTE this morning? Yeah, we already did. ANTE popping up there yesterday. No, all this morning, all pre-market. Drown the monkey. What's wrong with the monkey? Let the monkey do his thing, Let the monkey do its thing. Gosh. Sometimes what I like to do is I like to actually I use dial-up for trading. If you really want to be on top of your game, there is nothing better than a good old dial-up connection. Just good quality internet speed, baby. Really keeps you grounded. Lets you remember what it was like to live in the dark ages. I grew up on dial-up. How crazy is that? Like back in the day when I wanted to go on the internet, I had to dial it. There was a phone connection. And then the best part is if anyone called my dad or my house, then I couldn't even, it kicked me off the internet. Gosh, it's crazy. People will never know about that. Most people will never know about the dial-up sound. You know, like that's a sound that's gonna only be for our generation. You know, I was one of the first children. I was one of the first children, the first kids, first generation of kids to grow up with internet in your house. Basically, that's pretty crazy. You know, that's pretty crazy. Think about it. Like I was literally the first generation of children to have internet in my house, playing World of Warcraft. You know. Whew. I was getting real, World of Warcraft, getting real weird. My dad would come in and yell at me, get off that game, boy. Get outside and go play with your friends. And I said, well, all my friends are playing World of Warcraft. I can't go anywhere. What's up? Top of the morning, Keefe in the house. Oh, OPGN got a little pattern going here, got a little trend looking like that 320 area, trying to hold here. Looking at the 5-minute chart, looking a little bit better on the 5-minute chart. I'd say if OPGN can get above this 335 here, probably get a push to a new high. Looks like she might try to go right here. Let's see if it can get that push over 335. Try to get up there to that 350 area. I think we said that next resistance up there at 376 here on OPGN. XELB just popped up from $1.15 up there to $1.27 now. This stock's got 9 million shares in the float. It's up 50%. Volume's still a little light here, but still starting to go a little bit. What's the news here? What is the news on XELB? What's the news? Penny stock surging. Looks like they're financial. So they had earnings today. Okay. Surging. Look at this. Talk about a pump right here. Talk about a pump. Look at this. Oh, no way. This is like sell. This is the they make wetsuits and stuff. That's funny. Surging penny stock to consider. Gotta love the pump, baby. You gotta love the pump. What's up with MYO? MYO better be doing something. What? MYO down there at 410 this morning, popping up, kind of bouncing around. It's got 500,000 shares traded, but looking really just blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's Excel wetsuits. If you guys want to go and invest in a wetsuit company, well, there's your chance. Let's look at this thing. I'm actually impressed that this stock has ever been valuable. I don't know. It's pretty interesting. KZIA this morning, down there at 7:30, popping around. Yesterday, did any of you guys get stuck in the BDR run? Anybody get stuck in that BDR drop yesterday? This thing was nasty. We talked about it live on YouTube for hours. BDR reopened yesterday. It opened up after the halt. It got halted. It was halted on a T1 halt, and it gapped down. Like I said, I said during the live stream, I said, listen, there's probably two outcomes here. One outcome is it opens lower. Second outcome is it opens lower. So look at that thing from the 370 area, and it reopened at $1.51. It actually popped up a little bit back up there to the $3 area, but then woo. Scary one right there. This is the dangers of trading low float stocks right here. Like, this is exactly the danger, because let's say you're like a genius. Let's say you you made a ton of money on this stock, and then you're trying to buy the breakout over this 380 area, and you jumped in there, and you just got halted, right? The stock just got halted for just no reason other than pending news. And the pending news was basically that the company came out and said that there was no news. That was the pending news. How funny is that? The stock gets halted with news pending. The company comes out and says there is no news. Nothing has changed. Everything's the same. So you gotta love it. You just gotta love it, you know? If you're just now tuning into the stream, do me one big favor. Hit that like button. We got 43 likes. We got 263 people watching. So somebody's slacking. Somebody's slacking. I don't ask for anything other than your money, your time, and your likes, you know? Hit me with all of them. Hit me with your time. Hit me with your money. Hit me with your likes. BDR now down there to $1.22. So OPGN getting above that 335 area, up there to 345 now. Had a little high there at the 342, having some trouble there, and now up there to 345. Like we were talking about. There she goes. Off to the races. I'm actually surprised that OPGN is only where it is right now. It's got 15 million shares in the float. It's got 15 million shares traded. And the stock is up 65%, which that's not bad, but you would think that this stock would be higher, right? You would think that this stock would be higher. P-Man made $16,000 shorting BDR. Well, don't be afraid to send me a couple $1,000 just to hook it up. You know, when you make $16,000, you might as well donate $1,000 to the little people out there. Here's the hot stocks today. Stocks that are gapping up, stocks that are making big moves, stocks that are just doing all kinds of fun stuff today. Look at it. Check it out. We're live. New York Stock Exchange. OPGN trying to push through 345. See if it'll push up there to the 350s here on this test. And there she goes. Go ahead and rewind it. Go ahead and rewind it. Rewind the tape. Daddy called it. Daddy called it. Daddy called it. Word for word. Word for word. OPGN. Up there to 350. What's good? So also news came out today that the unemployment was lower or higher than expected. So right now the market's looking a little heavy here. Nvidia, I guess somebody said they came out with some news. Kay Kennedy, there you go. Kay Kennedy makes $15,000 in a day. He's gonna send me $1,000. I'm in. Let's go. Kay, I'm going to find you a stock today, baby. I'm going to find you a stock that's going to make you $30,000 to $50,000, possibly. But, you know, there's always a chance you might lose everything you own as well. So put that into perspective here. Does DOS Trader have hotkeys? Yes. Yes, they do. Very much hotkeys. OPGN grinding up here that 350 area now. Beautiful little setup here on the 5-minute chart, really. This is what I always love. I always love when you get a stock like this, right? You get a stock that pushes, you know, it pushes through that resistance. It pulls back to that previous resistance, turning it into support, and then it makes the move. Like that's, because at the end of the day, think about it. You know, that's really limiting your risk for the trade, right? It's limiting your risk. But the one thing to remember here, and I talk about this in a lot of videos, is there comes a point where you get the first pullback, you get the second pullback, you get the third pullback, you get the fourth pullback. And I would say by the fourth pullback, there's a chance, you know, that momentum dries up and the stock has trouble, you know. 350, looking to break through here on OPGN. Let's see, big seller, big massive seller sitting there at 350. Big old seller. That's a big old seller there. I don't know if you guys can see level 2 like I can see it, but there's a big old seller there, my friends. Trying to push through. Having a little trouble right there. Let's see, can she go? Should I pay the monthly fees for DOS Trader to get the demo account? Maybe. Why not? Sometimes you got to spend money to make money, my friends. There's that big seller once again, 350. Look at him getting just crushed there. Now up there to 352. But like I said earlier, the more this thing goes, you know, the better chance that it pulls back, and it's not going to be a good pullback. So remember that. That was like BDR yesterday. BDR was amazing for an entry right there at open, but then it just got to the point where it's like, hey, you might want to start thinking about doing something different here. We got P-Man. P-Man is short on OPGN right now at the 350 area. No shares is short, at least for easy to borrow. Look at that price action right here. Look at this price action. Looking at level 2 is interesting. Lots of buyers and sellers stacking up there. It's interesting to see a stock trading like this pre-market with this type of float and this type of volume. You know? Here she goes, off to the races now. She's pumping up there now. 360. OPGN going. Look at that buyer. Are you guys watching level 2 right here? Just crazy. There's like a big buyer that keeps moving his price up and down, trying to, I guess, spoof the tape here. Trying to spoof it. Spoof it like putting bread in the oven, you know? What do you call it? Poofing it? Spoofing it? Guys, I'm about to turn this thing off. I'm about to turn it off. We got 91 likes. There's 300 people watching. I mean, I know you guys don't like me that much. You're only here just to find out what stocks are hot. But in general, you know, it's the little things in life. It's the little things. All you got to do is just hit that like button. Just keep the party going. You know, keep me excited about it. Help me help you. There's a pullback here. OPGN looking a little heavy here. If this can't hold this overall trend, I'd look for maybe a pullback to the 330 area here on OPGN, you know. I look for a little bit more of a pullback if it can't hold that 350 area. Can't hold that 50. Is it looking, how I look in here? I look good. Sometimes this camera just gets a little hot. Gets me a little hot and heated. OPGN bouncing there off the 350 now. Like I said, that 350 area, we want to see it hold. I can see that 350 area hold if you're bullish here. Needs to push above 360. Get that push going. Like I said, they got a pretty obvious trend going here. So if it can't hold right here, like I said, expect a pullback. I'd look for at least 330 pullback, even more, maybe down to the 320 area, that previous support area. But again, it's questionable, right? It's questionable because, like I said, OPGN, this thing's got look at this, 17 million shares traded here pre-market. Look at that. Look at the buyers and the sellers stacking up here on level 2. Really weird. Really weird for such a small float to be trading like it's trading right now. Really weird. And this is kind of similar to yesterday as well. What stock was it yesterday? Well, I think it was BRD was like the same way pre-market. Oh man, like this I can't work like this. I can't work with these conditions. I gotta decrease the brightness or something on this camera. I gotta get something going on here with this camera. Maybe a little bit better there. Hey, fist pump. Let's go. Let's go. If you guys are ever really, you're just feeling generous, you want to help me, you want to buy my lunch, you want to buy Chipotle for me, well, there's a thing. Okay, here we go. That 350 area holding, squeezing up there. Looking a little bit better now. Teaching you the good stuff. Here we go. Squeezing up now. 362. The high pre-market holding that trend there. 5-minute chart, you can see green, green, green. So, again, holding that trend right there. And, well, something like that. In that area, that 350 area holding there. P-Man's getting squeezed. Uh-oh. He made $16,000 today. I think he's all right. I ain't gonna give him no advice. You know, I'm just gonna say, do what you're gonna do here, my friend. So OPGN is up now 76%. Looking at what else is popping off in the market. What's going on? What stocks are popping up there? Gevo. Am I missing out on Gevo? Am I? No, I'm not. I don't trade stocks under $1. So I ain't missing out on it. I ain't missing out on it. But if anyone is wondering, the stock GEVO is squeezing up and doing something retarded looking. So, dang. P-Man's going to cover tomorrow. P-Man's got $1 million in his account? Damn it. I gotta step it up, guys. You know there's an issue when the guy who's live streaming has less money than the people who are watching his live stream. I gotta do something different here in life. I gotta get a new job. I gotta get me a new job. Doing something wrong here in life. OPGN up there to 365, pulling back now. Is this gonna be the hammer to it? Are they gonna hammer it down here? Like I said, that 5-minute chart, it was green, green, green. So looking for some type of little decent consolidation here. Maybe get a consolidation area here at the 340 for that next leg up there. Might be something to think about. Right now, running up into that resistance. Like I said earlier, that 376 area resistance there on OPGN. OPGN here. What else is popping off here? XELB. We already looked at that one. We already looked at that one. Looked at that one. What's going on with Overstock today? Overstock. It's madness, right? Overstock yesterday spiking up there to $128. $128. And yeah, the high, $128.50. Crazy. Crazy. Overstock, just crazy stock. Overstock is a crazy stock. You know? I think at this point, it's just got to be a major short squeeze, right? I mean, Overstock's got to be a short squeeze at this point, right? Or maybe people are just still FOMOing into it. Oh, Dennis. Dennis, you bought Overstock at $10. Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell me? Nobody called me and told me to buy Overstock at $10. That's really fucked up. Messed up, I should say. Excuse my language. What's the VIX doing? What's TVI? Is TVIX no longer around? UVXY? The VIX bouncing around here. UVXY, it's up 4.8%. Not looking too crazy so far. Thanks, man. I would have preferred you have told me about Overstock when it was $10 than send me Chipotle. But hey, I'll accept it either way here. You know, I'm all about people winning here. I'm all about people winning. You can see what stocks are popping up here on the scanner still. Looking like everything we've already talked about. OPGN, XELB, and all that. So nothing looking too insane just yet. I want to give a shout out to Squirrel Trader, whatever the hell his terrible name is. Squirrel Trader trying to throw shade at me on Twitter for posting something on Twitter. I just want people to know that when I post something on Twitter or if I post something on YouTube, it takes me, my brain is very big. You know, I'm very good at multitasking. You know, I can take a poop and also post on Twitter at the same time. I know it's hard for some people, but for me, I have figured out how to do it. So people that are like, why do you waste your time? You know, why do you waste your time posting this on Twitter? I didn't waste any time. You know, I was multitasking. I was maybe getting Maybe I was doing something else. Maybe there was something else going on while I was posting that tweet, It's hard. It's hard being just so damn good looking and just so damn smart, Have you ever had a burp snort? Is that like when your burp comes out of your nose? Is day trading could make you rich? Nah, day trading is just I know. Burp, sneeze, and fart at the same time. Whew. That sounds like a trifecta. I'm not sure the ladies in my life are ready for me to start burping, sneezing, and farting all at the same time. I did not go to college. I'm too dumb. I'm too smart for college. Too dumb to go to college. OPGN having trouble here at 360 area. It looks like P-Man might be going to the bank today, cashing some checks. That 350 area here on OPGN. I mean, if you were looking at this stock right now, if you took a look at it right now, what would you expect? You would expect maybe a pullback down here to the 318 area. But like I said, I like to see this kind of 350, 348 area kind of consolidate going into open. And, it would squeeze up. If I wanted to go to college, I'm sure they'd take your money. No, they told me. I applied at Harvard, MIT, and they told me that my IQ was just off the charts. They could not teach me anything that I didn't already know. So I was like, well, if you can't teach me anything I already know, then I'm just not going to come here. I'm not going to go to this school. Just giving you guys an idea. People are always like, I want to see what stocks are gapping up. What stocks are gapping up? Well, don't you worry. I'm keeping an eye on the scanner at all times. Even though we're sitting here looking at one stock at a time, I got multiple charts pulled up. I'm looking at the entire market. I'm like Morpheus. Not Morpheus. I'm like Tank in the Matrix. Come on. Oh, don't worry, Aaron. I know that that everyone on YouTube, especially Squirrel Trader, is following in my footpaths. Footprints. I'm happy to be the what do you call it? The trendsetter. I'm happy to be that guy. I'm happy to be that guy. OPGN, P-Man's looking for the flush here. P-Man, what's the plan? Do you just hold this short until 270, or do you take some profit at the $3 area? What's your plan here? What's your plan, P-Man? Load the jump program. Put the jump program. Let's go. Listen, for everybody who's wondering, this week right now, I'm getting pumped up. I'm getting my eyesight. I'm adjusting my focus, I'm looking. I'm taking opportunities. Next Monday. Next Monday, baby. We're going live. We're trading. Making trades. Making money. All of us together. Me, you, Julio, Rafael, Oscar, Mr. Nice, Mr. Mean, everybody. P-Man, how many shares you got? How many shares you got short there? OPGN has a shelf offering. Oh, I'm sure they do. Every single biotech's got an offering waiting to get offered. Every biotech's got to raise money somehow, The name of the game for these biotechs is to basically pump the stock price and then do an offering. Pump the stock price and do the offering. So it's not a rocket science to understand how these companies operate. They don't make money from anything other than selling shares or getting investments. They don't sell anything. They're not selling anything until they basically get bought out or they get some crazy deal. Like the other day with Johnson & Johnson bought a biotech company and paid like a 50% premium on it. Na 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 na. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye, bye, bye. Nope, no problems. No problems, Remy. Gevo, I know. I already know about Gevo. Everyone's all excited about Gevo. I know. Gevo is going from 72 cents now up there to almost $1. This stock's been just notorious pump and dump. I'm pretty sure this is the biofuel, right? Isn't Gevo like a biofuel company? What? So Gevo exceeds 1.5 billion in long-term revenue contracts. Yeah, renewable hydrocarbons purchase. Announced that it has entered into a binding renewable hydrocarbons purchase sale agreement with Tarfuga Trading with over 171 billion. It says it'll bring in 1.5 billion of revenue in long-term contracts when added to other contracts that they have in place. So wait. Yeah, so Gevo is a fuel. They got jet fuel, right? This company's been getting pumped and dumped for years. This company's been literally pumped and dumped. You can see for years here. Stock price has been nothing but selling off for years. It is good news. I wouldn't say it's bad news. Oh my P-man. Well, I'm guessing that there was a chat room out there that bought the first 1 minute candle to make a new high there. Looks like it. I would say it looks like it, don't it? What do you guys think? First 1 minute candle to make a new high? Bam. Squeezing up there. 370 is that next resistance coming up there. 376. She's going. 370s. Top. It's not even about Ross's strategy. It's just about that there's thousands of people. Thousands of people trading that very just kind of overall, simple idea here, especially since this broke to the upside. So you're going to have not just people that are also trying to buy, to get long. You got shorts. So everybody who's shorted up here in the 360s, if they see that, this break, we didn't get the break to the downside. So this is going to cause a little squeeze there. Nice little pop back up to the 370s there. After that, like I said, on the daily chart, we've got 376 as the resistance on that candle, that high back there in August 10th. After that, you got this big old wick all the way up there to 444. So over 376, you got that $4 resistance. Obviously, going to be always pretty much anytime there's a whole number, you're going to have a little bit of resistance around that whole number because people are just, I think people are just superstitious about buying at a whole dollar. If that makes sense. You know what I mean? It's just because it's like, if let's say this stock OPGN squeezes up there to near $4, do I really want to be the guy who buys it at $4? No, I'll probably wait to buy it at like 401. I'll wait for a break over that whole dollar. So that's the way I look at it. I'm not trying, there's something about trying to just buy in right at that 4. And even for a pullback, what's funny is like even for a pullback, a lot of times when we do get a good pullback, I'm looking for, a dip below that whole dollar. So if it spikes above $4 and then it pulls back, well, then I'm probably looking for like a a 395 area, you know, the way I look at it. And yes, obviously, if it's going parabolic and just squeezing and squeezing and squeezing, you know, something to think about. Oh, wow, I got a text message from an old friend in China. I love how cool the world is right now. Like, I literally just got a text message from this guy that I know in China. Like, he's on the other side of the world, and he just sent me a text. The internet, man. The internet is wild, right? Like, how does a guy in China talk to me in Florida? It just blows my mind sometimes. Blows my mind. So OPGN pulling back there after that little boner candle. Obviously, anytime we get a big boner candle like that, we're going to look for a bit of a pullback, right? We don't want to be the guy who's buying at 370, right? Right? That's not you guys, is it? Not you guys. I hope not. I hope none of you guys bought this at 370. You know what I'm really hoping with for this stream is that, number one, maybe I just save someone from losing, you know? Maybe I just save someone from losing money. And that's a mission accomplished. You know, mission accomplished. Ocala, Florida. Ocala's in the, do you have dial-up internet still in Ocala? I don't think they have, they don't have broadband in Ocala, do they? People still use fax machines? Kevin? No. People don't use fax machines anymore. What are you talking about? Somebody actually told me the other day, like, what's your fax machine number? I'm like, what? I've never had a fax machine my entire life. When have I ever had a fax machine? Do people still use those things? I like Ocala. The thing is, I hope Ocala still has dial-up internet, because it's like, there needs to be parts of the world that are still just like ancient, you know? Like, I want places that I can go to in the world and there's no cell phone service. There's no fast internet. Like, I still want those things. Like, I want to be able to get away from all of that, you know? Like, there's nothing wrong with going out in the country, going out in the woods, you know, doing a little hunting, doing a little boot scooting. It's not all, I don't just want to live in this high-rise, you know, Gucci and Yeezy kind of world. I want to put my boots on. I want to maybe grab a gun and just go have a good old time out in the woods sometimes. Just a good old time with good people. Some of the best, I would say some of the best people in the world, and don't get it twisted. Some of the best people in the world are just good old boys. And it's all skin colors. You know, I know somebody like, oh, it's because you know, I'm talking about everybody around the world, no matter what place you've been, you know, I'm talking about the good old boys. I'm talking about the people who are just good old boys, you know? Like, those are my kind of people. Those are my kind of people. Do I like to eat s'mores by the campfire? It's been a while since I've had a s'mores. It's been a while since I've had s'mores, that's for sure. We got Gevo. Ross is going to buy a Gevo. You think Ross would ever do a live stream? Would ever let me be on his live stream? You know, for as much as, like, I want to put it out there. As much as I talk about Ross, as much as I talk about anyone else, you know, I'm a fan. I'm a super fan. That's what it is. I'm a super fan, you know? Honestly, it would be so cool. I would love just, you know, just to hang out with Ross for the day. You know, just give me one day with the guy. I'm sure he's a nice guy, you know? I'm sure he's a great, nice guy to hang out with, you know? Now, there's obviously people on YouTube that I would not want to hang out with. There's a few of them. But I would do it if there was an opportunity. Oh yeah, I'll bring all kinds of drones. I've got a new product from DJI right now that I'm doing a review on for YouTube that's not even released to the public yet. Groundbreaking. You know? Groundbreaking product. It's in my office. I can't show you guys because I had to sign an NDA for it, but I got it. You know, I got that new product coming out at the end of the month. So get ready. Get excited. Actually, I don't know if I'd get that excited, but in general, think about it. OPGN starting to turn that, trying to turn that 360 area into support here. Let's see if it's going to happen. You can see that 5-minute candle, that big old boner candle breaking out of that resistance there. So we were expecting some type of little consolidation. I was actually hoping for more of a consolidation kind of at that 340 area, because I think if it would have really kind of consolidated there at that 350 area for a while. Auburndale crackheads, yes. That's what I'm talking about. Florida, I just love Florida. Florida is like, I was born here in Florida, but like, Florida should be its own country. Like, Florida is just it's a place, you know, like it's a serious place, you know, like it's a place. It's hard to explain what Florida is all about, but I don't know. I've been all over the world, met a lot of people, done a lot of cool things, and I always end up coming back to Florida. I do. I'll probably end up living here forever. You just, sometimes it's just good to have roots. It's good to have roots. Good to have somewhere that you call home. GEVO trying to push up here. It's 9:24. We got about 6 minutes here. 6 minutes here till the market opens. We got some hot stocks popping off today. It's all getting crazy up in here, people. We're getting crazy up in here. Gevo trying to get that dollar break. I think over that dollar break definitely would start some serious action here. Gonna get a lot of people chasing it. A lot of people chasing. Yeah, that's one thing I'm always thinking about as well. If I'm looking for an opportunity, if I'm looking for a trade, I'm thinking about, okay, if this breaks this level, is that going to create like a buy? Are people going to be like, hey, this is what I want to be buying at? And I think, yeah, over $1 definitely will incite some buying pressure at that point. So that's the mind game. There's that mental, there's that emotional aspect of trading. That emotional aspect. Cletus McFarland. Port St. Lucie's cool. I like Port St. Lucie. All right, so we got about 5 minutes here. The market opens. OPGN looking like she wants to get another squeeze going here. Again, kind of having that little consolidation there, pulling back and looking for a squeeze. Got a pre-market high there at the 374 area. We are far from the VWAP at this point. The VWAP's down there at $3.25. That being our next kind of support area if it can't hold this 340. And I think if it can't hold 340 and it pulls back to the VWAP, it might be done at that point. So I think this really just needs to keep that momentum going here and get above that resistance. Because I'll tell you why. Number one, you got a lot of shorts. You got people who are going to be shorting at that 376 area, seeing that that's the resistance here on the chart. And they also know that there's a lot of buyers or people stuck kind of up in that $4 area here on OPGN that might be looking to get out there. So really just depends here at open. If we get a spike over 376, should get that push up there to the $4 area here at open. If the volume comes in there, you get enough chat rooms pumping it. Looking at the gapper scanner really quick, still pretty much everything we've already talked about. We got OPGN, Gevo, not even on this gapper because it's under $1. But in general, pretty much everything kind of slow. I would say it's definitely slow at this point. So a little slow, but that can always change, I've seen plenty of days where you've got a stock that just pops up out of nowhere at open and just goes to the moon. So you got to be ready for that. We got to be ready. Gevo is now on the gapper list at $1. Did it break $1? Up there to 102 now. I would have thought that would have come at open, but we'll see what happens here. OPGN. Chris, you're not going to trade until next week, so this is a talk show? No, this isn't a talk show. This is a live stream. This is a live stream. Big difference. Talk shows, that's like Ellen DeGeneres. This is a live stream where it's not a talk show. It's not me talking. It's me showing you the way to the promised lands. INTC, we're not going to worry about that one yet. That's sorry. We got to get ready here. Like I said, OPGN, we want to see this 345 area. Definitely want to see that hold. 350 area hold. If that holds, we're going to get that squeeze going. Luckily for me, I don't have any employees to be mean to. I'm just mean to other YouTubers who try to come at me. Remember that. If you ever come at me, you will be on the shit list for life. Remember that. So, there's two lists to be on. Do you want to be on the shit list or do you want to be on the good list? I don't know why you'd ever want to be on the shit list. I just don't know why. I don't know why, I just don't know why you'd want to be on that list. We got about a minute here till the market opens. Baton Rouge, Big Pepper. I like me some Louisiana, a little crawfish boil. Woo. The best part about what a crawfish boil is the corn. Give me some of that corn. I'll leave me some corn on the cob. Just a squirrel trying to get a nut. Hey, ain't that the truth? This feed better not be super blurry. I've got the fastest internet in all the world. Paying a lot of money for it. 350. Look at that big buyer sitting there on level 2 right now. Going into open, like I said, that 350 area can hold. Get that push. I'm a designer. Are you? Yes. Top of the line. We got about 5 seconds here. Get ready. Get ready. 5, 2, 1. Gevo. Let's go. OPGN. Let's go. Little pullback here. I wanna see that. Little fake out. You gotta always be ready. I would say that first 1 minute candle is kind of just like, you gotta be. It's not the first 1 minute candle is not like a hard thing, like in terms of you can't go into a trade and be like, okay, if this thing breaks below 340 on the first 1 minute candle of the day, then I'm getting out. So you got to be a little, you got to maneuver a little bit. You got to be fast. Let's see. Right now, a lot of selling coming through there, but still just not really washing. So this could squeeze. Here. Just needs to kind of hold this level for a little bit longer. Gevo percolating around $1 right now. So there's that. Oh, look at this. Look at that volume coming in there. Still just not being able to get going there. So OPGN pulling back down there to the VWAP. That's what I was worried about, being that far from the VWAP. She's getting murdered here. P-Man, go ahead and send me that tip. Just go ahead and send me that tip, my friend. Only the tip. Gevo up there to $1.10. So like I said, over that dollar break, get up there to $1.08, which doesn't seem like a lot, but obviously on a dollar stock, that's a big move. From 96 up there to $1.08 is a big move on a dollar stock. $10,000 share. P-Man has 10,000 shares of OPGN right now. We're all living vicariously through this guy right now. If he makes money, I make money, That's the way I look at it. OPGN Gevo having trouble there right now. And don't worry, I got the scanner pulled up looking for stocks that are popping off. We got ANTE popping up on the scanner. Let's take a look at that one now. WWR as well. ANTE, that one's not doing anything. WWE, SmackDown, WWR from 216 now up there to 228. What's up with this stock? What is the news on this stock? Stock's got a 5 point. This is a metal ore mining company. It's got 5.86 million shares in the float. And looks like news came out, a pilot plant program for battery graphite. So that's the news here on this stock. Westwater Resources announces start of pilot plant program for battery graphite. So 30 metric tons of graphite concentrate has been purchased and is being shipped to the plant location in Germany. And that just came out today on the Business Wire. Not sure that's going to be enough news to send this to the moon. I'd rather have seen some COVID news. You know, we like to see that COVID news because obviously that gets the algorithms going. Right now, OPGN, like I said, that 340 area, man, it just needed to hold that 340 area, and then it could have really, I think, gone to the moon here. But still, look at level 2 on this thing. It's just, I don't understand how this thing is trading like it is. It's only got, does it really have 15 million shares in the float? Like, weird. So, yeah, it's showing 15 million shares in the float. Weird. Really just like trading very heavy on level 2. Yo, what up, James Hansen? What up? What up? What up? Gevo up there to $1.12 now. Kind of bounced around. Look at this thing too, level 2. Look at the volume in action. You got 47 million shares traded. Got a 40 million share trade. 40 million shares, 48 million shares traded so far. Insane. Still can't get out of its way. Can't get out of its way here. Portuguese calling for the green to red move here on OPGN. We'll see. I wouldn't get too excited about that happening. As long as this stock is below the VWAP, I would remain bearish. Man, Portuguese making so much money. Not Portuguese. P-Man's making so much money today. Look at it, down to 309. Beautiful. OPGN just getting murdered there. One thing that I'll give you guys something to think about. One thing to think about when trading a stock like this, OPGN, the one thing, right? So going into open, I would much rather see a stock not at a resistance level, not being near that resistance, because it's much easier for these shorts to kind of load up there, and then they can sit there and basically be like, hey, my risk is amazing because they can short here at the 360s and risk off that 370 high. And really at that point, it's like you can risk off the $4 area. So as a short, this is a much better opportunity. And that's kind of something to think about when you're trading these stocks going into open. I'd rather see a stock like OPGN pull back going into open and then consolidate and then squeeze over the pre-market high. I don't want to see it stuck right at the pre-market high and not being able to move going into open with that. You basically have that like 350 area, 340 area going into open as support. So it's just a really tight. Much rather see it. I'd much rather see OPGN do this type of pullback going into open. And I think it would have allowed more of a squeeze there. So right now, OPGN all the way down there to a low of 303. A low of 303. No shares to short for OPGN me. P-Man put his order out at $2.50 for his cover. I like it. Look at that. We got $1 million traders watching the stream. And you guys thought that I was full of it. You thought that I was full of it, huh? Nope. Just out here giving advice on life. All right, I'm keeping an eye on what else is popping up right now. Looking a little slow. We got a couple stocks. We got ANTE. That's kind of popping around back above the VWAP now from that 108 area. But you got a lot of resistance here from pre-market at that 135 area. So pretty much, I would say ANTE, as long as it's below that $1.35 area, I'd be bearish. And then same idea. We got that pre-market high all the way up there at $1.58. So I don't know. We'll see. Auto, it's up 22%. Got 600,000 shares traded so far. Take a look at what's the story here on auto this morning. Got 8 million shares in the float. This is a custom computer programming services. Auto Web on the path to profitability is the news today. So they've got revenue increases, stuff popping off there. Okay. What did it do yesterday? Yesterday, after hours, I guess the earnings came out. Stock spiked up to $3.90 and then sold off back to $3. So you can see yesterday's high up there at the 393 area. Volume still really low here as well. Volume really low there. WWR up there to 280 now. This was the news about the graphite, and it's just kind of squeezing up there. We got resistance coming up really like right where they're right at that 280 area, pushing up into resistance, and then after that, you're gonna have that 307, 310 area at resistance. So careful. OPGN, look at this thing getting murdered. P-Man on the call out. Look at that gap up. Woo! She gonna get murdered. P-Man, just put your cover to like $2, baby. $2 flat. No, I'd put your cover at 220. 220 would be that's your spot, my friend. That's your spot. Do it. 220. Got our wetsuit company here, XLB, not doing anything here. ANTE, like I said, have that resistance there at the $1.35 area and getting smashed back down. A little fake out over the VWAP there. That's one thing to focus on. I talk about in the video talking about reclaiming that VWAP. When a stock reclaims the VWAP, I want to see it obviously like get some serious action getting above that VWAP, but I want to be cautious about a stock reclaiming the VWAP when there's resistance like right in that area, because a lot of times as a short, if I'm kind of watching, they're looking for those fake outs, right? They're looking for those traps. And that's a lot of times when you get those traps is when a stock like this, like ANTE, it pushes up there above the VWAP. People kind of get excited. They're like, oh, it's going to go. It's going to go. But then when you have all that resistance there, a lot of times it'll end up becoming a trap because everyone's kind of, all those bears, those shorts are kind of sitting there. They're sitting there and they're like, nah, not today. Not today, my friends. Not today. WWR pulled back to the 260s and trying to push up now to that resistance. Looking like that $3 area is in play next. Try to get that push over $3, and after that, we're looking at what, 420s? 420s here. Still going up there to 290 now. See if that previous resistance turns into support here. WWR looking nice on this little move up, but now looking a little overextended here. Might get more of a pullback. See if that 260 area gets retested again. OPGN bouncing off that $3, that whole dollar area, that kind of just natural support area there. BDR, look at this thing down to $1.16 now. Yesterday, look at, oh my gosh, look at the candle on this. Look at that candle. Look at that. Look at the wick. Look at the wick on that thing. I don't think I've ever seen a wick like that before. That thing is beautiful. This candle almost, if it would have closed at $1.30, it literally would have been just nothing but a wick. It was close. It wanted to have that. It was trying to make that pattern. WWR is looking like she wants to set up for a squeeze here over $3. See if it holds this 275 here. If it holds 270, definitely get that push up there towards $3 here. That previous little bit of resistance area now acting as a little bit of support, a little bit of consolidation. Get that squeeze up here. It's got a pretty small float. What does it got? WWR has 5.8 million shares in the float. That's a John Wick right there. There it is. All right, so having a little bit of trouble here. WWR, got that next support there at the 270, at the 260 area. I think this is a pretty good setup where you're just kind of waiting for this to pull back, consolidate, and then kind of wait for a breakout from that point. So no point in really trying to just buy the dip here. Just kind of sit back and wait to see if this turns bullish again and that momentum comes in there. So you can see now, this is going to be like a textbook 1 minute kind of breakout setup here. If this candle kind of closes here at the 275 area, get a little sideways action there, maybe 265, and then look for that first 1 minute candle. 1 minute candle to squeeze up there. OPGN from 315 now down there to 3 again. Oh my gosh. P-Man on the short there. You can see A&TE again having trouble there, 129 area, 130. Trying to do something there with the VWAP, but just not making it going. It's VWAP. The VWAP is that line on the chart that you're seeing. We are so close to 500 concurrent viewers. Let's go. If you're watching right now, don't tune away. Don't tune away. We're making history every day here on the live stream. We're live every morning at 8:30 a.m. 8:30 a.m. Don't tune away just yet. WWR, big buyer. So this will be the breakout here. If it can get above that high there, 278, it'll, I think, trigger some buying to come in here. People chasing it and looking for that break here. So, like I said, well, let's see. Let's see what happens here. Futures bouncing back here. The SPY bouncing back. Actually, wow. From the 52s up there to the 62s now. She's got to go right here. WWR has got to go. If it's going to go, it's got to go here. You know, like if it's going to make a move, it's got to make a move here. Auto. This thing's looking a little funky. Looking a little funky. Looking a little funky there. Look at these candles. Kind of just not looking really super exciting to trade. Oh, got 30 seconds left on this 1 minute candle. Like I said, this is the make or break moment right here. Make or break moment, baby. 20 seconds left. Can she squeeze up here? Getting tight, getting really tight there. Getting tight. 270 buyer sitting there. 270 buyer getting sold into there. Getting a little bit deeper of a pullback down to that VWAP again. WWR having trouble here. Keeping an eye on the scanner for everybody who's tuning in. Don't you worry. I've got all the latest and greatest technology here to find all the latest and greatest stocks. And as you can see there, right now looking pretty much like everything we've already talked about. So don't think that you're missing out on it. You're not missing out on anything. You're not missing out. I'm telling you. So there's WWR. It's done. I'm calling it right now. She's done. She's going back down. Going back down. Out of here. Let's go. OPGN bouncing there from the 320s back up 320, testing the VWAP on OPGN. There she goes. Uh-oh. 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 Can she get a squeeze going? Woo! Looking pretty squeezy right here. Looking pretty squeezy. Pretty squeezy. Still looking real heavy there. Looking real heavy there on the tape. Look at the spike in volume here. Getting a lot of volume coming in there, but the stock just cannot get moving again. Got 1.9 million shares traded on that 1 minute candle, and it only went up 13 cents. 13 cents. Not a good sign. Not a good sign. Not a good sign. And again, coming back down there from the 330. P-Man, add into the short now. Another 5,000 shares. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. There's the drop. Yeah. OPGN. I'm calling it right now. Put a fork in it. She's done. Put it in the ground. Put it in the ground. She's done. It's over. QFin going from 1160 up there to 1349 now, but looking really low volume here. This one could be dangerous. Not even 1 million shares traded yet. Kind of looking a little funky here. Look at this thing, QFin. WWR back above the VWAP, squeezing back up there. Little bear trap. They did the bears dirty there. They did the bears dirty right there. Back up there to $3 now. WWR 311 being the next resistance here. Let's see if it'll pop over that. I'll be looking to buy right there. Yeah, right there, 96. See if we got push over 311 here. From that 96, let's see. This 1 minute candle is looking a little heavy there right now, so got about 2 seconds left on it. From that 96, let's see if she'll want to squeeze up here again. Got a halt level not till like 330 still. Ooh. Having a little bit of trouble there at the resistance now, pulling back. 285. Had that previous resistance in this area. Let's see if that's going to now act as support. Gevo all the way up there to $1.12, pulling back down there to 88 cents, and then now squeezing back above $1. So, I'm currently in day trader rehab, and the first week of day trader rehab is basically confronting your fears or confronting your addiction. And my addiction right now is FOMO. So, what's the best way to fight FOMO? To not have FOMO, and to, I'm like a recovering drug addict, and I'm hanging out with, and there's drugs all around the room, right? There's drugs everywhere, but I can't touch the drugs. Even though the drugs are there, I can't touch them. So if I can make it for an entire week through that process, if I can make it through an entire week without chasing a stock, without doing anything, who's winning? I'm going to win. I'm going to overcome FOMO. I'm going to overcome it, I'm going to overcome it. 291 there on OPGN now. P-Man getting the short. Beautiful short there. Look at that. Would you look at it? Would you look at that? WWR up there to 311. Guess where the stock, where did it stop at? Guess where the stock stopped at? Right there at that resistance. It's not rocket science. It ain't rocket science, my friends. Who do I think is the best trader on YouTube? Me. That's not even a question. It's not even a question. Best trader on YouTube? Patrick Wieland. Best YouTube day trading channel? Patrick Wieland. Best looking day trader on YouTube? Patrick Wieland. Best live stream on YouTube? Patrick Wieland. Ain't nobody. I don't even think there's nobody else out there even on my level. They ain't even on my level. No one's on my level. But I don't even trade. I've been trading longer than you. I'm not getting into it. I'm just coasting. Just coasting. I'm just coasting. I'm just coasting. I'm just coasting. If you want, there's only 1,000 videos on my YouTube channel of me trading. So it's funny because I make videos of me live trading and I put them out and nobody even cares. So it's like now they care that I don't trade, but then they don't care if I do trade. So it's like, why even trade? Why even do anything, you know? So it's like, what do you want from me? What do you want from me? I can't give you everything you want. I feel like a girlfriend sometimes. I feel like I'm someone's girlfriend, you know, and like, I feel like someone's girlfriend where like it's not you, it's me, you know. It's not you, it's me, man. It's not you, it's me. WWR, nice little move there. I'm looking at the 5-minute chart. WWR is a hard one because we did, you know, like we just didn't, like I would have wanted to see that kind of 57 area hold. The low was 51 on that 5-minute candle. But again, you know, if you really just sat here and you waited and you watched, you can see again, it's like first 1-minute candle make a new high was not until basically this candle there. So that would have been your entry point. So buy in there 260. And I probably would have sold for that push up there towards $3. But, I mean, it got to 311, but, you know, it is what it is. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Can you do a trade live? Yes. I can do a trade live. It will happen. Not today, though. You know? Not today. I'm not going to get baited. I'm not getting baited into making a trade. I ain't getting baited into making a trade. I can't even. Look at futures right now. Just going to the moon. Look at this move on futures from 53 now up there to 65. Just green, 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 green. These are 5-minute candles. What are you thinking here? If I was bearish, I would say I'd get short there at 65. Also, until you lose $9,000 in one day, I don't want to hear any advice from anyone about trading or anything about trading. Don't even talk to me about trading. You know, like let's get that out of the way. Until you got the balls to buy 3,000 shares of a stock and lose $9,000 in one day, don't come over here. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. Don't come in here. Don't come in here trying to give me advice on life. OPGN down there to 290 now. I lost $9,000 last week in one day. It was great. It was great. Great day. Great day for me. I really was excited about it. So Gevo kind of percolating up there, that $1.10 area. I mean, my goal wasn't to lose $9,000. So it's not like that wasn't my plan. I didn't go into the trading day with a goal of, I actually had a goal. I had a goal of making $10,000 that day. That was the best part about it. I was close. I was close to hitting my goal for the day. Oh, you know, I was close. And I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you a little secret. You all ready for this secret? Oh, I'm telling you. There's a thing called box trading, right? So this is what happens. All these guys, I'm not going to name names because I don't want to get into it. But all these guys that everybody's like, man, he's the best trader in the world. This guy's making millions of dollars. Well, what if I told you that guy was boxing every single one of his trades? If you don't know what boxing means, well, then if you don't know what boxing your trades means, then don't come over here and try to give me advice on day trading. Don't do it. Learn about what it means to box your trades and then come back over here. Not Warrior. It's not Warrior. It's not Warrior boxing his trades. I'm talking about other Twitter, YouTube people that are like, man, he's the best trader in the world. It's not Ross. Ross does not box his trades. He doesn't need to. He makes millions of dollars off of his course. So he can lose $100,000 in a day and it doesn't matter. Yes. I know for a fact. I don't have the proof, obviously, but I know for a fact after talking to the broker, that somebody out there that claims that he makes millions of dollars is boxing every single one of his trades. Who cares what other traders do? I have a YouTube channel about day trading. That's the thing, right? It's called a YouTube channel. People don't come here to learn about day trading. They come here to be entertained, Let's be honest. Nobody comes here to become a great day trader. They don't do that, They're here to be entertained, have a little fun. And I'm totally fine with being that person. I've accepted that fact. Auto squeezing up here after kind of bouncing around, not doing anything. Volume still, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. 335 area. I'm focused. So why does everybody gets all worried that I'm not focused? Like I'm looking at the scanner. I got my eyes on the scanner. Nothing's popping up. I don't know what you need to do for me. I don't know what you do. Is it better to trade in a 5-minute candlestick pattern or a 1 minute? I would, at the end of the day, the bigger the time frame, the longer, the greater the time frame on the 5-minute chart, you're always going to have better signals, less fake outs, right? You're going to have better overall entries and exits for support resistance. If it's holding support on the 5-minute chart, it's going to be a better support area. If it's holding, if it's at a resistance area on the 5-minute chart and it's not getting above it, 5 minutes is always going to be better. If you look at the 15-minute chart, the bigger the time frame, the better the entries, the better the signals. But the problem here is, do you really want to enter on a 15-minute chart? No. You're going to then move over to the 1-minute chart to kind of see what is, okay, should I buy? If I'm looking, I guess the way to put it is, all right, so let's say I want to get long here. Let's say I want to get long, right? If I want to get long on this stock, and it's like, okay, on the 15-minute chart, I can see that it's balanced in 335 area. Let me go over here to the 1-minute chart and be like, okay, cool. I want to try to buy the dip here. That's the way to look at it. What was your best trade? My best trade was buying Bitcoin when it was $3,000 in 2017 and selling it for $18,000. I made more money in 2017 than I've made my entire life, and that's one of the things about the trading too is like, I don't have to trade to live. I don't have to do anything to live. I got so much money. Whew. So much. Also, if you don't believe me about there's live videos on, Actually, I think I probably made more money from Litecoin. I made more money from Litecoin in 2017 than I made from Bitcoin, because Litecoin went from like 50, I think it was $30 or $40, went up to $400. It was madness. It was mad. It was the good old days. The good old days back when you could just, I remember Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash tried to like overthrow Bitcoin at one point. There was like this whole idea that Bitcoin Cash was going to be the Bitcoin dragon, and there was going to be a point where China, basically the price of Bitcoin Cash was going to be bigger than Bitcoin. It was like this whole conspiracy theory back in 2017. I remember one night, it was like during trading hours in the middle of the night, like 2 a.m., Bitcoin Cash went up like Went up like $5,000 in a matter of minutes. It was insane. It was literally insane. But then he got crushed back down. And now Bitcoin Cash is worthless. What made you stop? I still trade crypto. But with crypto, I'm not trading. Like I'm not in and out, you know, like it's not like with crypto, I'm not trading. I'm like swing trading. Crypto is more of a swing trade kind of thing. You know, you kind of buy whenever crypto sells off big, you buy it. You look for opportunity to sell, kind of overall patterns, but you're definitely not day trading crypto. OPGN just getting murdered there. ANTE trying to push up now to that resistance there, holding that VWAP there, little support there. But look at these candles. The volume just is not following through there. Just not wanting to follow through there. Gevo up there to $1.23 now. It's up 115%. Will I buy the airlines when the market pulls back? Maybe the market never pulls back again. Maybe the market just keeps going higher and higher forever. Good question. Good question to ask yourself. Luckily, I bought a bunch of silver and I bought a bunch of gold back in 2017 as well, 2018, as silver was crashing. It was great. What ticker? Oh, is it behind my head? Sorry about that. Let me move this up for you. Let me go to like 1/4 will be better. I think you guys can see it now. Is it better? Sorry about that. My head was in the way. OPGN trying to percolate here again. Trying to percolate. Keeping an eye on the scanner. FINV just popped up on the scanner here. FINV up there at 258. Only 1 million shares traded. Again, looking a little suspect, you know? Looking a little suspect here. Looking a little suspect here on FINV. Is this better not be what I think it is? This is what it is? No. Yeah, FINV, just think about this. It's got 187 million shares in the float. So don't get too excited. It's a mortgage and American depository. Yeah, loan brokers. So, yeah, I ain't worried too much about that one. Float's just too big. Float's too big to get going. And the news on that stock is, there's no news on it. No news coming out other than the fact that the chairman continues to purchase company shares. And they reported first, that's not news at all. So FINV trying to get going there. These are the breaking out on volume. That's the stocks. Maybe I can, if I put it like this, let me try something out here for you guys. People are always thinking that I'm missing out on stuff, but if I can add this to the chart here. Oh yeah, that'll be nice. That'll be real nice. Look at that. Would you just look at it? Where should I put that at? Like up here maybe? Or down here? Where's the best place to put this at? Where do y'all want it at? You want it like down here? Like that? Is it sealable? Can you see it up there? Can you see it? What's the best place to put that? I don't know. Confused. Maybe in front of me? Can I put it in front of me right there? Oh, that's not bad. That'll work. That'll work. Maybe one of these. Oh, nice. Perfect. That looks great. Looks great on there. No, right there. That's where I'm going to leave it at. Right there. Oh, that's good. Just right over me. Perfect. Nah, just kidding. I'll put it like this. Like this, right there. Like that for now. Gevo up there to $1.22, trying to break out here, breaking out. Look at that volume. Volume on this thing, 145,000 shares traded. 145,000 shares traded there on Gevo today. If you're wondering what platform I'm using, then you just clearly have not been a YouTube subscriber here very long. But I'll break it down for you. For anybody who's let me see, where is it? There's a link to the video talking about the scanner that I'm using there. What do I think about Bitcoin now? I think Bitcoin, it's one of those, I think it's a long-term hold, you know? You got to look at the long-term play on Bitcoin. I don't think Bitcoin's not a get-rich-tomorrow kind of scheme at this point. I think it's going to be a little bit harder than that. It's going to be, you know, we're going to have a few pullbacks along the way, some battles, some stuff going down. WVE popped up there. Still low volume as well. Gevo, I mean, 149 million shares traded. How many shares were even in this float? Gevo's got 31 million shares traded. I mean, 31 million shares in the float. It's up today. It's up 150 million shares traded. And, yeah, the news keeps coming out here about the largest contract in company history. I guess they're going to be, are they going to be fueling aviation in India? India fuel? You know, India is a big market. There's a lot of people that live in India. There's a lot of people that live in India. Look how funny this is. You know how I talked about this the other day? I talked about it, how COVID-19, you got to put those keywords in there, right? In those press releases. Look at this. Let's count how many times COVID-19 is in this press release. Let's just count it, right? Look at this. COVID-19, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times COVID-19 is in this press release. There's a reason that they put COVID-19 7 times in this press release. You know? And it's not because COVID-19's the driver here. It's just to get those algorithms going, baby. The computers, the algorithms are constantly, you know, they're going over, they're looking at everything. They're constantly reading the news feeds. When that press release comes out, the algorithms are buy kind of setup. So that's exactly what they're doing there. Anytime you see a press release that has COVID all over it, that's what they're doing. Kanal, a couple people from India. It's pretty cool. I've actually seen a lot of people comment on YouTube about being from India. I think that's just great. I'm worldwide, baby. We're worldwide. The best looking, best day trader, everything. #1, worldwide. What's good? Kevin Riley, new member. Let's go. You got some fish in that? Is that a fish in your profile pic? What you got there? Can't really see what it is. It looks maybe like a salmon. You got some salmon in there? You got some salmon in your profile pic? The scanner is not free. I'm showing you guys for free. You know? The first day trader going worldwide. Iraq. Omed's in Iraq. Wow. That seems gnarly. Hope you're safe, my friend. The scanner is about $200 a month. $200 a month. And look at that. I'm just showing it with everybody here live on YouTube for free. I mean, am I not the best? Am I not the nicest and greatest YouTuber there ever was? Also, I want to just put a little thing, guys. I'm very sarcastic, right? I'm very sarcastic. So don't get all butthurt when I say something, you know, like just relax. Just relax a little bit. Everyone just gets so uptight here. OPGN trying to make some bounces on the way down here. Making some bounces on the way down here. No, that channel that streams the trade ideas, they have like a 1 minute delay. So I mean, I wouldn't waste your time. There's no point in looking at a scanner that's got a 1 minute delay. I mean, come on now. I mean, let's be honest. ANTE getting tight there, trying to do something here, trying to perk up there, get above that that resistance there at the $1.34 area. Hello, Doobie. Hello. Welcome. If you're just now tuning in, don't be afraid to hit that like button. It's free. It costs you nothing other than. It's crazy how many people don't want. I feel like people think that if they hit the like button, that they gotta it's like a thing, right? Like, oh my god, like just too much. It's too much. I just can't. I don't have no time to hit the like button. I got no time for that. I'm too busy, Got no time to hit the like button. Can't do it. I ain't doing it. I ain't got nothing. I got nothing to do. OPGN. I'm excited to see where OPGN ends up at. I am looking at the micro E-minis right now. Don't you worry. Always keeping an eye. I got an eye on everything. I got multiple computer screens pulled up here. Just everybody, if you guys are wondering, I'm just putting it out there. Thanks, Andy. Andy, I can always count on Andy McLeod. Dave in the house. Part of me is like, I kind of want to short here. I kind of don't. I definitely don't want to get long here. But yeah, I don't. I mean, I don't know. Waiting for you on Facebook Messenger. Uh-oh. This could be bad. Looks like JAN's popping up here. Where's JAN on the scanner now? Up there to $7. Low volume on this thing. Look at the volume. We got 365,000 shares traded. So little suspect. Little suspect there. I'd be a little suspect at this point. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But definitely low volume. You got to be careful. I would never trade a stock that's got 300,000 shares traded and is this overextended already. No, now, and obviously, as I say that, the stock is obviously going to go higher. But look at the spread right now. I got a spread as well, level 2. What's going on here with this? What's going on with this stock? JAN. No news. There's no news on this. Waste Management. Got a 1.4 million share float. And, yeah. I don't know, guys. I'd be suspect. Of this stock. I'd be very suspect. Just because it's popping up does not mean that it's a good trade. I think a lot of times people can confuse that, right? People get excited because the stock's popping up, right? Oh, it's going higher. It's up 20%. Nope. Don't do it. Don't do it. Gevo pulling back to the VWAP here. If let's say you're really excited, like you really just want to buy, you want to trade something today, maybe Gevo looks interesting here at that VWAP area. But I'd play with a very tight stop. I'd play with a tight stop at this point. But you can see you got a little bit of support there, 105, 104 area. If you were trying to jump in here, first 1 minute candle, make a new high, then there might be a little something to go on. We'll see. But right now, you got way better risk to reward here on Gevo at this point at this area. If you've been sitting here all day long and you're like, I really just want to buy this stock, if you were really excited about it, then this would definitely be your better bet. This would be a better bet. better bet to trade other than buying up here at the $1.23 area. So we'll see. We'll see if I have any idea what I'm talking about here. We'll find out in about 5 minutes here if this is gonna push. You can see there on the 5-minute chart, looking a little bit better on the 5-minute chart than on the 1-minute chart. Whoa, no. There's a delay. There's a delay, John. There's a delay on the, there's a slight delay. Futures rallying right now. Good thing I didn't short there. I thought about it. I thought about it for about a minute, and then I said, nope, not doing it. I know how this goes. So there's Gevo now up there to $1.15. You can still see just how every penny's a battle, right? Every penny. This thing's moving penny by penny, just battling. So the MES is the micro E-minis. So basically the futures market. You can see there now, look at that, from 66 up there to 71. Good thing I didn't short there. Good thing. Even though this looked like, when you look at it, that's one thing about futures, is what you see is not what you get. When you look at this, you're like, oh, there's a good, look at this thing. This might be a good short entry, right? Like maybe I should short here. Maybe this would be a good short area. But no. It's not how this goes, my friends. This is not how the market works. Look at, oh my God, I'm from 52 up there to 68. That's just a little painful. Squeezing 72.50. Either way, I'm happy. I'm happy that I did not short there. Sometimes you get lucky in life. Gevo, like I said, just battling every penny. And now that it's selling off, it's much quicker to sell off than it is to go up there. Alex, I've got multiple charts pulled up, people. I got charts. I got multiple screens, Welcome to the #1 day trading channel where we can afford multiple computer screens. And I'm not talking about cheap ones. I'm talking about the highest grade, the quality, the top of the line stuff here on the #1 day trading channel. I know some YouTubers like to live stream from their mom's basement, but I bought a house just for live streaming. That's how rich I am. It's crazy. It's crazy. Gevo, having trouble there. Ryan, I saw this coming 30 minutes ago. Everyone thinking to short the 5-minute chart off of the Bollinger Band recipe for a squeeze. No, I'm not. I didn't short. I didn't short the E-minis. No. Let's get that. Let's get something straight here. I'm not an asshole. I'm a dick. It's a big difference. A really big difference. If I'm not going to get deep into it, but at the end of the day, you think about it, there's a big difference between a dick and an asshole. Very different. Nobody wants to be friends with an asshole, but you'll be friends with a dick. It's one of those things. If you're going to call me a name, make sure you call me what I am, not what you think. Big difference here. And also, I want to put it out there. Everybody's always like, why do you spend so much time talking about other people? Like I said, my brain works at a speed that most people don't even understand. I'm thinking about things that you guys are thinking about this stock right now, and I'm thinking about what's going on in the next 5 minutes. I'm already in another level. I'm on another world. I'm on Mars. Elon's trying to get to Mars. I'm already on Mars. I'm going to Pluto next. So, like I said, me wasting time making a video on YouTube talking about somebody or posting on Twitter, I wake up in the morning and I piss excellence, Like, just don't compare me to whatever your simple mind. If it takes you 5 minutes to write a tweet, that sucks, but that really does suck for you. But don't put that on me. Just because your brain power can't work at this level, don't put that on me. Wakanda. This is Wakanda. Hey, Is Thinkorswim working today? That's cool. I'm happy for all the Thinkorswim users. 742 on Jan now. Still not even 1 million shares traded. You know, not even 1 million shares traded on Jan. Interesting. Huh. Interesting. What condom? What condom? That's pretty funny. I don't know. I just think it's funny. I think people are just funny because everyone has an idea, right? Everyone's got an idea of like what they think a person is. But just because you got an idea of what you think I am, who I am, you got no fucking clue. You know, that's really what it comes down to. I'm doing shit that is on another level over here. You know, I'm on another level of making shit happen. AKBA just popped up from 1030 up there to 11 now. What is going on with this stock? Only 300,000 shares traded. Don't get too excited yet. Don't go be buying. Don't be going crazy, people. Let's find out what the story is first. AKBA. Oh my gosh. AKBA, Patrick. I can't type. AKBA. AKBA. Okay. What is going on? This stock's got 136 million shares in the float. No news. No news coming out today. Today is the 20th, right? Yeah, today's the 20th. No news on this stock. There was some news yesterday. I don't know. It's nothing. I wouldn't worry about this. AKBA, I'm not sure what's going on there. I wouldn't get too crazy. I wouldn't get too crazy there. That looks dangerous. That looks dangerous. Whoever bought at 11, 12, I feel sorry for you, son. I feel real sorry for you. There are shares just short here on AKBA, so something to think about if you're looking for. But yeah, I mean the volume. Look at this thing, just spiked up, got crushed back down. We got about 30 minutes here. I got another 30 minutes left in me before I'm out of it, over it. What do you guys got? What are we thinking? What are we looking? You got any questions? This is the time to get it out. Let's talk about it. Whatever you got. Whatever you want to learn about, whatever you want to hear about, let's just talk about it. I cannot take losses unless I'm high. That wasn't me. Somebody said that in the chat. Someone said that in the chat. I want to make sure people know that. HKIB is halted? I didn't see that one. Oh, now I see it. HKIB, it's got 57,000 shares traded. That's why it's not popping up on the scanner there. Not enough volume to get on the scanner. So look at this thing from 660 up there to 835 now. What's the story here? HKIB. A new audit committee. No news here. Got 11 million shares in the float. And the stock went from 660 to 835 on only 57,000 shares traded. Wow. That's pretty impressive. That's pretty impressive there. Option trading. Someone look at this. Look at this thing trade. How it normally trades. I mean, it's normally got no volume. Sometimes it doesn't even get any volume. 800 shares traded. Wow. Yeah. I really want to buy this stock. Why does the VWAP got 3 lines? They have like different envelopes, whatever you want to call it, right? When can we see you live trading? Next Monday. Next Monday you can see me live trading. Also on my channel, there's only like 5,000 videos of me trading. So if you really you're excited to watch me trade, there's videos. You know, there's videos live trading. Am I gay? No, that's no, no, not that I know of. Nope, not gay. I like the girls. Nothing against gay guys or gay people. I'm all for it. Whoever you want to love, if you want to love a monkey, if you want to, if you got a stuffed animal monkey that you're in love with, then go for it. If you want to fall in love with a fish, Go. I don't care who you love. I don't care. Whatever you want, you know? Just as long as it doesn't affect my life. That's really what it comes down to. That's the way I look at America, right? At the end of the day, in America, it's a free place for people to do whatever they want to do as long as it doesn't affect somebody else. In terms of like, obviously, if you kill someone, yeah, that's you hurt someone else. But if you have a house and you just have big gay orgies all the time, or if you just have a house that you just sit around and you do weird stuff, that's cool. Do whatever you do, you know? Just don't make it affect me. You know what I mean? Like that's the American dream, right? That's the American dream. Gevo, look at it. Look at that push. I don't want to say that I called it, but kind of. Not. I mean, I didn't trade it, so you know, I won't make the claim. You know, I won't make any claims here. But we definitely talked about Gevo, you know, holding this area. We definitely talked about that. No claims here. No claims. AESE up there to 230. Still, that resistance I think it's just too much. You know, I think it's just too much. Why don't I make a Discord? I don't need a Discord. I'm here, though. You know, I'm here. I don't need to be anywhere else but right here with you guys. Where's your reward for #1 live trading? It's on my wall, Jim. There's a plaque on my wall that literally says Patrick Wieland #1. Hey, it is what it is, you know? I don't make these things up. I'm telling you right now, people won't ever believe me, but I revolutionized the day trading YouTube world, right? Literally revolutionized it. And people don't believe me, but I did. You know, I'll take the credit all day. All day. I'll take the credit. Ross Cameron, I taught him everything he knows. Not in the trading, but I'm talking about in the YouTubes. If you look at my channel, right? You go back in time, you look at my channel, and then you look at Ross's channel, you can see a very fine correlation there. Very fine correlation. Same thing with all the other kids on YouTube as well. All the other kids on YouTube, like I always say, at the end of the day, here's why Ross is good at day trading. First off, it's much harder. Let's say it's much harder to trade with small size, if that makes sense, right? When you're trading with small size, you need bigger moves, right? You need moves. You need like a bigger move to make money. But if I'm trading with 20,000 shares, if I get a 10-cent move, that's $2,000, right? It's much easier once you have a large account to day trade, if that makes sense. It's much harder to make money with a small account. It's very difficult to make money with a small account because you're buying small shares. So let's say you buy 500 shares. You need big moves. You need big moves, and it's hard to always be able to hammer those big moves. You know? Like, for example, let's say I bought 10,000 shares of this stock, and it went to $1.20. Wow, yeah, I just made $1,000. Awesome, right? But if let's say I bought 500 shares, I just made what? $50? After commissions and fees, I'm making $35. So you can see the big conundrum here. And the thing is if you go back, there was points where Ross was making, you know, $500 a day, $50 a day, $100 a day. That was that point. You know what I mean? So just think about that. It's all like perspective. All about perspective. It's much easier to make a lot of money in the market when you have a big account, right? Like it's just the way it is. Now, you might say, well, yeah, it's also a lot more risk, but it's not really. I wouldn't say the risk is any different. Because if you have the same kind of strategies, if you're buying these breakouts, if you're buying the breakout with a large account, you can get out quickly, you can make profit, you can get out before it pulls back. And a lot of times when you get these fake outs, you get these stocks that fake out, you're able to sell before, you get crushed. So just think about that. It's all perspective. It's all perspective. Look at OPGN kind of just consolidating here, the 280 here. It's kind of funny to see that. How about we all buy the same stock and pump it up? It won't work like that. Trust me. Just won't work like that. It ain't that easy. Especially, it's much harder to pump a stock during the market hours. Pre-market is much easier to pump it. During the actual market hours, much harder. So Gevo, again, just looking heavy here, right? It's just looking heavy. Looking real heavy. Looking real heavy here. I don't like it. I think at this point, it's like it's what? 10:30 in the it's 10:30 in the morning, 10:30 in the afternoon. It's 10:30 in the morning here. And if you're still sitting here and you're thinking about buying Gevo at this point, where the hell have you been all morning? You know, where have you been all morning at this point? You know? Where have you been at this point? That's what you got to ask yourself. What have you been doing all morning that you're now like, I'm going to buy Gevo at $1.23? Like, you know, what have you been doing all day? What's been going on with you? You know, what have you been doing? I wouldn't buy Gevo up here if you gave me the money. If you're like, hey, here's $1,000, go trade and have fun, I'd be like, nah, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. Now, I want to paraphrase. I want to put a little quote at the end of that. That is there a chance that Gevo goes higher from here? Sure, but it's like, you know, why chase it at this point? You know, why chase it? Look at this thing. This morning at 9 o'clock, it went from 76 cents. 50 cents. This thing was at 54 cents this morning. Squeezed up there to $1.25 now. So if you're buying this thing, trying to break out at $1.25, you're doing it all wrong, my friends. You're doing it all wrong. You're just doing it all wrong. You gotta do it differently. You gotta change your lifestyle. You gotta change your lifestyle. Jay Rodriguez, you have proof that that Ross is my brother? I always thought he was. I thought maybe he was my dad. But if he's my brother, I'm even more excited about that. I'm gonna change my YouTube channel from Patrick Wieland to Patrick Cameron, and we're going to the moon, baby. 500,000 subscribers coming up just like that. Hey, Nathan. Nathan's the real hero, MVP here. You guys are the MVPs. Remember that. You know? Without you guys, I wouldn't be here. You know what I mean? Like, I just would not be here. Where would I be? I don't know. Definitely not here. That's for sure. I'm in Fort Lauderdale. I'll send you my address if you want to come kill me. There's people that have made threats before, but I want to make it very clear. I own lots of guns and lots of knives, and I'm actually really good at throwing an axe as well. I can hit a target on an axe. I can throw an axe and hit you right between your eyes all day, every day. I grew up in the country. Spent a lot of my childhood throwing axes. I know that sounds weird because people don't do that anymore, but that's what I did. I grew up throwing axes. It's funny to say now. It's funny to say in 2020 that I grew up throwing axes. Let's go. If you're a hot girl that wants to come to Miami to hang out, I'm down. If you're a guy that has hot girlfriends, bring them with you. If you're a guy with no girlfriends, find a girlfriend that has a hot friend, then bring her down. You know, then we'll hang out. But if you're just a guy who wants to hang out, then we might have an issue. You know, it just might not be best friends. I like you guys, but I don't like you that much. I had a meetup one time in New York one time. I actually had a meetup. I put on Twitter, I was like, hey, I'm going to be at this bar. I'm going to be at the bar here and meet me up. So it was pretty funny because I actually ended up meeting, there was probably like 30 or 40 people showed up. I'll wear a bikini to be with you. Yes. Yes. Diorana, thank you. Diorana. I'm live, baby. This is real time. Damn, Nathan, let's go. If you got a $2,500 party tab, That'll get us one bottle at the clubs that I go to. So that'll give us one bottle. We'll have fun for about 5 minutes, and then we'll need some more money. But hey, come on down anytime you want. Have I ever traveled international? Oh yeah, I've traveled everywhere, all over the world. I've got a passport that's literally full of some of the greatest and latest places in the world. Rusty Golfer, Jack's Beach. I've actually heard some good things about Jack's Beach for the party scene, for the college girl party scene. I'm getting too old for those girls, though. I'm like, I'm turning 32 this month. So, it used to be like, hey, I want to hang out with college girls. But now it's like, maybe 24, 25 is a better age for me. The 20-year-old, 21-year-old girls, it just can't keep up anymore. I'm just too old. Too old for that stuff. Oh, yeah, yeah. I'll tell you one thing. The good thing about the coronavirus, honestly, one of the best things about the coronavirus has been for me is I've saved a lot of money. I've saved a lot of money because I haven't spent all my money at strip clubs and bars anymore. So it's kind of good for me. Coronavirus shutting down the clubs, shutting down the strip clubs have really helped me out. Saved me a lot of money. This stock here, FINV, still kind of just squeezing up there, but what's the pattern here? What's the pattern? What strategy would you say is the most profitable in the long run in day trading? How's OPGN doing? Well, it looks like it's about to get murdered here. Wow. There she goes. Man. P-Man, what broker do you use? P-Man, what broker have you used? Or are you using for the for that short? P-Man, come on. There's a button in the chat box. All you have to do is just hit that little button that's got the dollar sign and just throw me a few hundred, All I'm saying is I might have been a part of your short opportunity here, There's people watching the stream. Maybe they were, buying. Maybe they were buying your shares short. I'm just saying, this could have been a team effort here. This could be team effort here. I'm just saying, Big Peppa, Baton Rouge, fine southern girls, crawfish, and great fishing. That sounds like paradise. Don't tease me with a good time. Don't tease me with a good time. I'm coming. Literally, I'm down. I'm in. I'll get on a plane tomorrow. Seriously, I'm in. Let's go. Yeah, it is. Yeah, the same thing here. The bars are not open, but restaurants that serve food that also have bars are, they're open. Business idea: a strip bar that allows only COVID positive. That could work. That could work. I'm all about having unique business opportunities. That could definitely work though. You open a bar that only lets people in that has corona. It would solve a lot of issues. It would definitely solve a lot of issues. Gevo, you can see Gevo just kind of grinding around here at the $1.20 area. Just grinding around there. That's why I said earlier, just not in love with it. Man, OPGN. Look at this thing. Down there to $2. $2. 70 cents. $2.60. $2.68. She gone. Oh. I'm not one to I'm not a big conspiracy theorist, but I will tell you one thing. 100% that the whole pandemic thing, the whole thing, right, was a setup, right? Just a setup. Because if you look back over time, and you look at when the economy did the best, like when the economy boomed, every single time we had a conflict, every time there was like a world war, all that stuff, those all led to like another big boom in the economy. And I think at this point it was kind of like the world was like, well, we don't really want to have a world war, but maybe we release a virus that doesn't really kill anyone, that everybody can get it. It's going to shut down the economy. It's going to just ruin the economy for a month, and then we're going to just go to the moon. And so that's the way I look at it here. 100%. I'm saying 100% that this whole thing is that this thing was a setup. It's all just a big setup. You can't look at the stock market and say that literally back in March the price was $220 for the SPY, and today we're at $340. I mean, that's not normal, people. That does not tell me like, hey, we have a crisis. Like the world's, there's a crisis. No. This 100% was an organized event, And look at it, like right now, the market can't even stay red for one day. Literally. Like the market we can't have a red day anymore. It's just green forever. Just green forever. No more red days. It's just going to go up. Just going to keep going up forever. No, definitely do not buy OPGN at the low here. Don't do that. I'll save you from doing that. Don't go and do that. I'm worried. I'm pretty sure that Trump's going to win the next election, but I am worried to the fact that who in their right mind, this is what I want to know. This is an honest question. Who in their right mind? Like, literally, you'd have to be a complete and utter moron to support Joe Biden. And it's not even about being a Republican or being a Democrat or any of that. It's just the simple fact of why in the world would the Democrats put Joe Biden up against Trump? That makes literally no sense. Like, the Democrats are failing so badly, right? Because of their selves. Like, they're the ones. There's no one to blame. Literally, there's no one to blame for Trump being president other than the Democrats. You know what I mean? Like, there's literally no one to blame but the Democrats themselves. You know what I mean? Literally, there's no one to blame. There's literally no one to blame. So I don't want to hear it. Like, people are always like, oh, you support Trump. I'm like, no. I would support whoever was the best candidate. You know what I mean? Literally, the best candidate here. I'm telling you right now, Joe Biden I don't think his brain even works. The guy cannot have a conversation. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, though? Like, he literally just Joe Biden is not a presidential candidate. He's just a pawn. Like, it's just, I literally think that's what it is. Like, it's mind-blowing. Like, you'd have to be insane person. You know what I mean? Like, it's not, like I said, it's not even about being Democrat or being Republican or voting for Trump or not voting for Trump. But literally, there is who in their right mind would vote for Biden? The guy he won't even debate Trump. He can't even talk. Andrew Yang, I mean, the whole universal income thing was a little far-fetched. I don't think he kind of played it all wrong. Andrew Yang could have been better, but his rhetoric just wasn't right. His rhetoric just was not right. You know what I mean? Juan, don't kill yourself if Trump wins. Someone wrote that they're going to kill themselves if Trump wins. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I go that far. I wouldn't go that far. I mean, let's be honest. The thing is, people are all mad about Trump, but it's like, how has Trump actually hurt you? How has, like, I would love for one person, like, I would love for, like, literally people to be like, this is why Trump has ruined my life. No, it just hasn't happened. You know, like, nobody can actually put a finger on the, like, and blame Trump for, you know, like, actually ruining their life. Like, it just hasn't happened. But I will tell you one thing. If Biden wins, he will ruin lives. We're fucked. Like, literally, we're fucked. You know? 100%. I mean, do I agree with every tweet that Trump puts out? No. Do I agree with everything that Trump says? No. But at the end of the day, it's simple, right? I agree with the fact that in America, if you live in America and you want to run for president, you know, you want to change the world, you want to do that, like, you can, there's a process to do that, right? It doesn't matter if you're a Democrat, if you're a liberal, whatever it is. There's a process to change how the world works. There's a process to change the laws. If you do that, if you follow the process, you can make a real change. But if you just sit around and complain and say how the world's not fair and everybody hates me, blah, 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 yeah, like, I don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. That's what it comes down to. It's not about like me being a huge Trump supporter. It's about me literally being a supporter of the idea that America gives opportunity to people. You know what I mean? That's all it comes down to. That's all it comes down to. Gevo trying to, look at that seller sitting there at $1.25. Oh, look at the volume on this thing is mind-blowing at this point. Up there again to $1.28. But you can see what's happening here, right? You can see how these moves just aren't going, right? They're not going. So you got to be thinking about that. See that, I don't know if I would agree that Trump was the most embarrassing president. You know, I don't know if I agree with that. I mean, the thing is I don't sit around and, like, when Obama was president, I never sat around and talked about Obama. Like, I didn't post on Twitter. I wasn't all upset about Obama, like, all the time. Like, it's just crazy, like, how some people just get so overly emotional about Trump. It's like, and that's why I respect Trump, because I know what it's like for people just to hate you because, you know, you're just who you are. Like, people hate me because who I am. But it's not me as a person. You know, people don't hate me as a person. They just hate me because I am where I am, and they're not. You know? I've met a lot of people in real life that I've also, like, known, not from YouTube, but have seen my videos. I've met fans and stuff, and I've never been rude to anyone. I've never been an asshole to anyone. Never, not once have I been an asshole to anyone who, you know, like, came up to me in real life or anything like that. Like, I've had people come up to me, you know, I've been at dinner before, people come up to me, hey, Patrick, you know, I'm a YouTube subscriber. I'm a nice person. But when it comes down to it, you want to throw shit, you know? You want to come at me? I'm going to come back harder. Right now, Gevo up there to $1.28 now, trying to push. Look at this thing. I don't love it. But, you know, it's one of those stocks where, like, let's say you would have bought the dip earlier. You know, maybe you're still holding some runners. That's an opportunity. I would go for that. But at the same time, not sure I would be jumping in here and trying to buy Gevo at this point. I'm just putting it out there, you know, for anyone who's like, again, anyone who's really excited, who's like, I really want to buy Gevo, you know, like, don't get too excited just yet. Don't get too excited. Got a lot of resistance here, $1.28, $1.30 area, and then after that, you got resistance coming up again, pretty much like, what, $1.40, $1.50 area. So just think about that. You know? Don't go buy in the top. There we go. People get so butthurt about everything nowadays. That's the problem. Is the world is just a bunch of butthurt little babies. You know? Just a bunch of butthurt babies. I'll tell you right now. You know what it comes down to? You know what it comes down here? What it comes down to? people are told nowadays, like, you go to school and they tell you that you're great. They tell you you're smart. They tell you that you should be, you can be anything. But the fact is, not everyone can be anything. Like, there's some people that just will never be anything special. And that's not a bad thing. That's just how the world works. Like, that's just the survival of the fittest, right? Like, some people are going to be a tiger. Some people are going to be lions, and they're going to fucking roar, and they're going to change the world. And then some people are going to just be, food. And that's just how it is. That's nature. If you look at nature, nature is cruel, unusual, right? In nature, the weak die. In the society now, the weak don't die anymore. The weak just live off the successful. So that's the issue here. When you build an entire world that basically the strongest people are supporting the weakest people. So it's like, at some point, you got to understand that not everyone can be great. Not everyone can be Patrick Wieland. And it's not that I'm special, but a lot of people just cannot do what I do. And it's not even about the trading, but just in general with life, Oh, don't worry. I already know that YouTube's coming for me. I'm going to other places anyway. I might just start my own website. Tim. That's not Tim. If you're 43 years old and you're 5'11", you should demand that you get a spot on an NBA team. It's not fair. The world's not fair, Yeah. I'm not even a registered Republican. That's what's funny. It's like, everyone freaks out about Trump, but I'm not even a Republican. I'm a libertarian. I believe that at the end of the day, the government should literally just do what the government does and just leave me the fuck alone. You know what I mean? Like, that's literally the way I look at it. That's all it comes down to. I'm not even a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I just have one simple idea. I just want to live my life, I want to live my life. Rusty Golfer, LPGA. I'm identifying as a woman now, and I want to play female golf. I think it's just getting weird. The world's just getting way too weird nowadays. Everyone's just trying to do something. What's up, O-Trades in the house? Man, we've been live for 2.5 hours now. Getting close to the final countdown here. By the end of the days, VJ, does Black Lives Matter? Now, I want to be very clear here, because people always misconstrue what I say about this stuff, and people are still gonna be mad either way what I say. Black Lives Matter, BLM, the organization, does not give a fuck about actual black lives. BLM is a terrorist organization that is causing panic and causing dismay in the government, and making people hate other people. The issue here is when you have an organization that clearly says Black Lives Matter, nothing, you know what I mean? And people are like, well, it's not about that. It's the fact that more black people die from killing other black people than any white person killing a black person. That's a fact. That is a fucking fact. You know what I mean? It's a fact. So you can argue with me all you want. But if black lives really mattered, why is it that all of the majority of homicides between two black people, you know what I mean? Like, that's the issue here. You know what I mean? I have so many friends of different colors, different everything. I got all kinds of friends. I got friends who are gay. I got friends who are lesbian. I got all kinds of friends. I don't care either way what you do. But when you come out and you say that Black Lives Matter, but you have a pandemic of your own going on, like, there needs to be some inside, some introspective. You know what I mean? That's all it comes down to. It just needs to be introspective. It needs to be introspective. Introspective. Whew. Whew. I will run for office at some point. I'm not really sure when I'm going to do that. You know what I mean? That's all it comes down to. Yeah, and Yeah. And you know what's funny is like the whole like everybody was all like about like BLM and all that like for a while on Instagram and all that, but it's like, where did that all go? Have you got? It's all over now, right? It's just magically, it's all over. Just the world's fixed, right? Everybody's happy again. No, you know what I mean? Like it's not. It just didn't happen. It didn't happen like that. And I told you guys 3 months ago when I made a video, I said nothing would come from this. Literally nothing came from it. What? We put a couple cops in jail? We put a cop, you know, we charged a cop with murder? Yeah, okay, that should have already happened. But that wasn't, like, that's not like the, you know, that's not the epiphany here. That's not the epiphany. You know what I mean? So, just think about that. There we go. Gevo up to, trying to get through that $1.30 here. Gevo. Auto also pushing up here. Again, look at the action here on auto. Pop and drop, pop and drop. That's the thing here. Pop and drop. You know what I mean? Pop and drop. Pop and drop. Hey, Aaron, I agree with you. We're here to make money, but at the same time, you know, we can talk. We're all men. We're all fucking men here. Maybe there's some women here as well, you know? Is the media not covering BL? Trust me, the media has nothing. The media has the boner. Like, the boner that the media has, it's like this. Like, if I had a boner, you know, like, you know what I mean? Like, if I had a boner and it was like this big, that's how big the media's boner is for BLM. It's not about them not talking about it. You know what I mean? It's not about them not talking about it. Know what I mean? And yeah, ooh. $1.32 on Gevo now, pushing up through that resistance. $1.50 coming up next there. That was the point of the BLM movement, was not to hold police officers committing crimes accountable. That was not the point of the movement. If you think that's the point of the movement, that was never the point of the movement. I just want to let you know that. That had nothing to do. That was not the goal. The goal was to literally raise money for the DNC. 100%. 100%. There is no debating that. You know what I mean? No debating that. Look at that. OPGN down to $2.60. Wow. This morning, we had a guy in the live stream who called out that he was shorting OPGN at the 350 area, calling, and he also, the best part was he was like, hey, I'm gonna cover this thing at $2.50. You know what I mean? You know, how funny is that? Nailed it. You gotta love it. You just gotta love trading, baby. You know what I mean? You just gotta love it. All right, what time is it? 11? It's 11 o'clock. I got things I gotta do. I'll be here tomorrow morning, 8:30 a.m. There we go. No, there we go. Like I said, this is all, you know, the things that I say here on YouTube. We're just talking, you know, we're just people. You know what I mean? Like, we're just people having a discussion. It doesn't mean I don't like you. You know, whatever you believe in, whatever I believe in, you know, we can still sit down and have a beer and we can talk about life. You know what I mean? Like, it never was about, you know, having a battle between anyone. So I want everyone to know that, you know, I'm here for you either way. You know what I mean? I'm here for you either way. I don't care what you believe in. Let's just all be friends at the end of the day. And that's how the world can be a better place. We can all just be better, you know what I mean? We can all just be better people. That's all it comes down to. I'm here to be a better person. You know, y'all want to be a better person. Y'all want to make money in the market. There we go. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? If you can't handle it, then go back to the basement that you came from. Your mom's basement's waiting for you. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, 8:30 a.m. We broke 500 concurrent viewers today, and we're going up every day. We're going up every day. You know what I mean? We're going up every day. Hey, you love me as a bro? Only as a person, though? I mean, come on. We should be more than that. No. I'm not gonna keep going into it. You know, like I said, we all have our own beliefs here. We all gonna believe either way. But like I said, I've been attacked. I've literally been attacked by the BLM. So I'm just putting it out there. You know what I mean? Like, I never attacked the BLM, but I got attacked by the BLM. So like, where's the issue here? You know what I mean? Like, who's the terrorist organization? Not me. I'm just over here trying to have some fun on YouTube, trying to make a little bit of money. You know what I mean? You should do pre-market. I was live pre-market 8:30 a.m. Come on. Let's go. That's 8:30 Eastern. We're live an hour before the market opens. So make sure you tune in. I'll talk to you guys later on.